Today, we will conduct a practical assessment for the basic vocal course. Before we begin, do you all understand the criteria that will be assessed?
Before we know the criteria that will be assessed, what songs shall we sing for this assessment, Miss?
Alright, Aan. The song you need to sing for today's assessment is Irama Desa, which we studied in last week's session. I trust you have all had enough time to practice it.
Miss, may I ask what aspect will be emphasized in the assessment? I want to make sure everything aligns with the practice we've been doing.
Of course, Tessa. The assessment criteria cover 4 main aspects: vocal, technique, articulation, dynamics, and expression. Each aspect carries equal weight, which is 25%. This balance is meant to ensure that you focus on both technical precision and emotional delivery.
Miss, for vocal technique, what is the most important thing to focus on? I'm still struggling a bit to maintain pitch stability in certain parts.
For vocal technique, I will focus on breath control, intonation, and your ability to sustain pitch throughout the song. Breath control is the foundation. Without it, pitch stability will always be a challenge. If there are minor mistakes but you recover quickly, that's acceptable. It shows your ability to adapt during a performance.
What about articulation, Miss? Sometimes I worry that I sound overly exaggerated when emphasizing certain words. I'm afraid it makes the delivery unnatural.
Articulation needs to be clear but still natural, Pauline. Don't overthink it. Imagine you're telling a story to an audience. Each word should be distinct, but it shouldn't feel forced. Let the song guide your delivery and adjust the emphasis on words based on the emotional message.
Miss, expression is often a challenge for me. Sometimes I feel like my expression doesn't come across well, even though I am really feeling the song inside.
That's quite common, Tessa. Remember, expression isn't just about facial gestures. It's a combination of your voice, body language, and even how you engage with the audience. Try using gesture or eye contact to support your expression. Don't rely solely on your voice to convey emotion. Also, let your breathing reflect the emotion. You'll be surprised how much that helps.
Alright, Miss. If we get nervous during the performance, will that affect the score? I tend to freeze up when all eyes are on me.
Nervousness is normal, Aan, but it's how you handle it that matters. I want to see how you channel that energy into your performance. If you're nervous but still manage to maintain vocal control and keep the flow of the song, that's a plus for you. It shows professionalism and resilience.
So the key is to stay focused, right, Miss? Even if we feel nervous or make small mistakes?
Exactly. Stay focused and trust the practice you have done. Also, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. What matters is how you recover and move forward.
That's reassuring, Miss. Thank you. One more thing. Will we get individual feedback after the assessment? I want to know what specific area I need to improve on.
Yes, Tessa. After each of you performs, I'll give brief individual feedback to help you understand your strengths and areas for improvement. This isn't just about the grades, it's about your growth as vocal performers.
That's great, Miss. It's good to know we'll get detailed feedback. I think we are ready to start.
Alright then, let's get started. Remember, this is a learning experience, so give it your best and enjoy the process. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first, Miss.
Excellent, Tessa. Take a deep breath and start when you're ready.
Di balik gunung, dusun terkurung, sunyi. Sukma merenung, dengar
Well done, everyone. I'm impressed with the progress you have made. Keep practicing and building on what we discussed today. Remember, singing is not just about technique, but also about feeling a story and connecting with your audience. Any final questions before we wrap up?
No more question, Miss. Thank you for today's session and the feedback.
You're welcome. Great job, everyone. See you next week.